After being selected with the 20th pick in the 2012 draft by the Nuggets, Evan Fournier established himself in the NBA as a solid offense-oriented player. In June 2014, Fournier was traded to the Magic, where he'd re-signed in July 2016 for a 5-year, $85 million contract. Later, in March 2021, Orlando opted to rebuild and traded away their biggest contracts, which included Fournier, who was sent to the Celtics. At the time, a vocal portion of Boston's fans were unhappy with their team's move, given Fournier's relatively large price tag. And those fans let Fournier know that they weren't happy to see him in a Celtics jersey. Up until that point, with the exception of an altercation with Bradley Beal back in November 2016, Fournier had had a relatively quiet career as he simply focused on his game, improved where he could, and helped his team out when he was able to.
Ross was not available. Fournier is. One dribble, lets it fly. He drills it!
Now though, the reaction to his trade to Boston ignited his first major feud during his time in the league. In response to the disgruntled fans, Fournier encouraged them to Google his surname, referencing the fact that he shares a name with an especially horrifying form of gangrene that you want to do your absolute best to avoid ever seeing pictures of. Ultimately, Fournier's time in Boston wouldn't last long, consisting of just 21 games in total, before he joined the Knicks in a sign-and-trade deal in August 2021. And after signing with the Knicks, and Celtics fans had rejoiced at his departure, Fournier then proceeded to have multiple 30-plus point games against his former team.
Fournier.
Despite only spending a short time in Boston, during his time there, Fournier managed to start another feud, this time with future Hall of Famer Kevin Durant.
There was a push involved, and they have some words.
And Durant would continue the rivalry after Fournier joined the Knicks.
Did he just pinch his fingers as if to say, "Too little? You're tiny."
This close.
Additionally, the feud extended beyond the court. While NBA players having issues with fan bases and individual players is nothing new, Fournier has one other major feud to his name that's a lot less typical. In August 2021, Fournier went viral with his off-court feud against an unlikely opponent, a video game. Earlier that month, 2K had released player ratings and images for that year's upcoming release, NBA2K 22, which was to come out in a couple of weeks in September. Understandably, NBA players are some of the most passionate fans of the NBA 2K series. And, of course, they care about the way they look and perform in the game. Usually, they care more about their personal ratings than anything else. As for Fournier, however, he has a long-running issue with the series over his in-game design. Although this wasn't the only time he'd called out 2K, it was the first time that he really caught people's attention after he vented his frustrations via Twitter. Fournier's problem with 2K dated back to at least August 2016, when the company released images and ratings for the then-upcoming game, NBA 2K 17, which would be released the next month. While most players approved of their overall ratings and expressed excitement at playing the game, Fournier felt dramatically different to most of his peers. With an overall rating of 78, Fournier was okay with 2K's appraisal of his game, but he had serious issues with how they depicted him, so much so that he called the company out on Twitter. After Fournier's tweet, along with numerous other jokes from basketball fans, 2K Games' digital marketing director Ronnie Singh, better known as Ronnie 2K, personally responded to Fournier's concerns, promising to address his face design. And again, Ronnie responded to Fournier's 2021 tweet, though this time Ronnie pointed out that the image wasn't from 2K22. It's unclear what game it was actually from. At the time, 2K's main competitor, NBA Live, hadn't released anything since September 2018. It's possible that the image was from the mobile version of 2K22, as the quality often pales in comparison to that of the console and PC versions. Most likely, it was the original design for Fournier for NBA Now 22. Every year, the 2K series is put under intense pressure from fans and players alike, with high expectations for the gameplay and added features. There's also a lot of scrutiny for the game's details, especially in regards to player ratings and designs. Understandably, some of the players themselves are extra sensitive about how their video game incarnations end up looking and performing. Ultimately, while Fournier has been unusually unfortunate with his 2K designs, he's chosen to have fun with it and come to look forward to see just how bad they've made him year after year, which, ironically, has put 2K in an awkward lose-lose situation because now, even when they do a good job, Fournier has still expressed disappointment.